Prediction, ascension, love me or hate me, there's no in between. So let's talk about it. A young kid, 12 years old, Jacob, got clapped over there in the Bronx. Savage lands as usual. But it's some things that the video is going to show. Breaking news, Kaidi Tong, she brought the video, but she does not look like that in real life. She looks hit. I think they're using a straight filter for Kaidi Tong, because she looks crazy. It's whatever. But we got to teach our kids to mind their business. See, you got some dude there, I think his age, he got to be like 45. I'm dos, right? These are the dudes that be encouraging these little niggas to fight on the block at a certain age. This nigga's damn near, he on his Jim Jones numbers. You know what I'm saying? And you pull out a gun and you start clapping. That makes no sense. After you probably put the batteries in their back and they start jumping each other. Cuente y dos, cuente y tres, cuente y cuatro, cuente y cinco, cuente y seis, siete, ocho. If these niggas that age, you shouldn't be around them, YNs, because these are the older dudes that's causing y'all demise, because they not trying to help y'all out. They on the block doing dumb shit. He letting off shots with chocolatas on. Ridiculous. I mean, they niggas in flip-flops, dirty ankle socks all day. Have no relevance in your life, have no relevance for society, nothing. They just losers all the way through. Especially a nigga that age. Second, Jacob, I see the video, young star. When that fight broke out, you were supposed to skate on your bike. But you probably come from a nosy household. I hate to call it that is. You didn't know to get up on that bike and skedaddle. You wasn't paying attention. Your face was just tuned into the dudes scrapping when you should have been paying attention to the surroundings. Because if you get that close to a fight, they start beating you up. You gotta start defending yourself. You paying too close to that, you didn't see this scumbag, OG, triple OG, super duper senior motherfucker. He started landing shots off in the crowd. He didn't even kill them two dudes. He killed you. Crazy. Makes no sense. No sense. The young kid Jacob runs in the store, collapses on the carriage in the moms, screaming for help and stuff like that, passes out, doesn't make it in the hospital, right? They said the response time was, the bodega president, he said the response time was like maybe 10 minutes. That's what he said on WFAN. Was it WFAN or 92.3? 1010 wins, right? So you gotta teach your young kids, that ain't your fight. No need to be nosy, because like they say, the bullet don't got no name on it. Dudes ran past him, and this dude was letting off shots, and he caught this kid in the shoulder because he wasn't minding his business. He wasn't taught properly. When you see a scuffle going on like that, they scuffling right there, you go back down the other way before somebody starts shooting. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? The young kid wasn't taught well. Not saying he caused his own demise. Yeah, this scumbag should be sent up for life and shit like that. But you gotta pay attention when you're in the streets. When you see them niggas banging out like that, you gotta go the other way, because niggas will pull out a gun like it's nothing. It's crazy. Check out the clip.
The crossfire of a shooting outside a Bronx bodega. The accused shooter is in custody. Our Corey McGinnis joins us live from the 44th Precinct. Corey, what can you tell us at this moment?
Kaidi, good evening. So that arrest just came down just a few hours ago, and that suspect was brought here outside of the 44th Precinct here in the Bronx. Police say this all started with a fight that escalated into gunfire in front of a nearby bodega.
What do you want to say to the victim's family?
45-year-old William Ferrer, escorted by
45-year-old.
detectives outside the 44th precinct after being arrested in connection to the shooting that killed 12-year-old Jacob Freitas and injured 2 others. And if you look at the top of your screen, you can see how it all began. A fight breaking out on the corner of Walton Avenue and Elliott Place Saturday evening. Just steps away, 12-year-old Jacob Freitas, an innocent bystander, sits on his bike in a black shirt, watching. Seconds later, gunfire erupts. A bullet strikes Jacob in the shoulder. He runs inside this bodega, leaning on a mother and her child in a stroller, calling for help before collapsing near the front counter. For neighbors like Martha Rosa, the violence feels deeply personal.
I know him since he was born. He lives in my building on the top floor.
But moments before the shooting, Jacob had crossed paths with another neighbor, Walter Collin.
I shook his hand right here outside in front of the building. I said, hey, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. And then I leave. A half an hour later, I get a call by my mom. She's crying on the phone.
That call would bring the devastating news. Police say 3 people were shot. Jacob was rushed to Lincoln Hospital where he was pronounced dead. 2 other men were also shot and are expected to survive. Collins says it's a loss that's hard to make sense of.
We're just wrong place at the wrong time. And we don't ask for this. Life is unfair.
Back on the block, grief is turning into frustration and heartbreak.
He was a wonderful child. Wonderful. And he was just riding his bike. Why?
Community leaders say this is exactly why more needs to be done.
Our call to action is directed to the governor and to the mayor of this city.
He ain't lying.
Let's get tough on crime. Protect the victims and their families. How?
Brown,
anyone that gets caught with an illegal gun in New York City should face a mandatory 3 to 5 years.
Mayor Mamdani responds.
It is a top priority for us to get more guns off of our streets. We know the NYPD has been doing incredible work over these last 6 months. They've gotten more than 2,000 guns off the streets thus far, but that work can never stop. That work can never be over.
And that suspect, William Ferrer, 45-year-old William Ferrer, is facing several serious charges, including murder. Right now, we're waiting for a court date. Reporting live in front of the 44th Precinct in the Bronx, Corey McGinnis, Pix 11 News.
So the clip says a lot, B. A lot. Shorty wasn't paying attention to his surroundings. As soon as the first shot let off, he tried to get his way out of there. He was moving too slow, sure. He was supposed to drop the bike right there. He didn't really start dropping the bike till he see the shooter, he see the gun coming towards him. City is out of control. But Madani don't want to do nothing. Hoku don't want to do nothing. They just spending money on migrants. To this day, there's migrants hanging out in these hotels. They're spending money on the migrants. They're putting money in lawyers' hands to help fight immigration for the fucking migrants. But they're not looking out for us in the neighborhood. A 45-year-old, Rivera, got a gun and he's shooting at 20-year-olds? Like, come on, bro. What are you doing? That's a loser. He's a loser all the way through. He's a demon. And Jacob, God rest his soul, man. Pray for him to have salvation. Keep his soul close to God, man. But you got to know your situation. Young boys, man. Young girls, you can't be standing there being nosy and seeing. He's right on the corner looking at them fight. He wasn't supposed to be standing there long. Once he seen them do that, he's supposed to dip up the block with his bike. Oh shit, they fighting. They about to start shooting soon. He'd have been up the block, blah blah blah. But coulda, woulda, shoulda is what it is. Nobody taught the kid right. But let me know what you think in the comments, man. Prediction, decision, love me, hate me. There's no between. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Help me on my motherfucking island. You already know. Hit the like button. See my name and all that shit. Subscribe and all that. Hit me up on Instagram, the book, right here in the comments. Show me some love, man. It's a sad situation. We lost a 12-year-old yesterday. This is very sad, but shout out to NYPD for getting that swift handcuffs on this motherfucker. And hopefully the family gets swift justice with this scumbag. It is what it is. You already know.